what's up, lovely world? Now, I know that a lot of you go through a lot of different things. I want to get real deep with you guys in this video. Whether you have depression or or you have anxiety. I don't know anything about those two things, and I probably shouldn't be discussing this in this video, but I was watching an interview with Selena Gomez and talking about her new album and everything she's gone through in her life. And I know quite a few people in my life who have had depression and anxiety and illness and cancer and all of that stuff. And it sucks. It flat out sucks. And I wish that someone could find a cure for any sort of illness, whether it's heart disease or heart attack I don't think they really can. I mean, they can pinpoint how it happened and all that stuff, or cancer of some sort, or brain hemorrhage, or hemorrhoids, or something, some things like that. And it just got me realizing something, that we're not all perfect. We have our hardships. We have difficult times in our lives that we wish wouldn't have happened. Whether it's the death of a friend, or whether it's the death of a family member, or anything along those lines. And it sucks that it happens, or someone gets super sick and there's just no cure for that sickness. And I'm not saying all sicknesses can't be cured, because there are a lot of things in science and in technology that are working on cures for all these different things. It's just what we do with it, with the knowledge and the information that we have that hasn't been used properly in everyday life. And now I'm not saying I have, all the answers or any of the answers. But, difficult things do happen. Whether it's the end of a friendship or the end of a relationship because the two human beings in that relationship or the two human beings in that friendship just did not get along. And they, went their separate ways. I've had those friendships in my life and I've had those relationships in my life. I'm not saying what I'm saying is that relationships, what I mean by relationships is someone you consider as a best friend or a brother or someone who you admire so much that you wish you could be in a committed relationship with. I would never know that because I don't want that. Because there's so many things in this life that I wish I could have, that I wish would happen. But that's not who I am. That's not what this is. I've been blessed to have a great family. From my parents, to my brothers, to my grandparents, to my cousins, to my best friends who I consider as brothers and sisters and everything. And my life has been a roller coaster of emotions, if you will. I've been sad, I've been happy, I've been angry, I've been disappointed, I've been all these things. But the one constant thing that I can count on is my family. And it's not just my blood family, it's my extended family too. It's the people, it's the humans that I've known for 15 plus years. Sure, I don't talk to half of them as much as I used to. It's the ones that I've known, the one person I've known for my entire life. And we've gone to different schools in the past, and we're still here. We're still friends. We still communicate with each other from time to time, and that's what's important. I know that patience has everything to do with this whole topic today. Look, I don't expect you guys to understand that some things are more difficult than others. And some things are great and amazing and fantastic. it's a balance game if you think about it. Really think about it. Because you have to realize that not everything revolves around... I know not everything revolves around me, or everything revolves around everyone else in this world. The fact is that we have to look at the bright side of every situation. There's a silver lining to every single situation that we're in. Whether it's a friendship that ends, or whether it's a boyfriend and girlfriend breaking up, or whether it's mental illness, or whether it's cancer, whether it's, a heart attack or a heart disease or a brain hemorrhage or whatever it is, everything happens for a reason. And I could just go on and on and on and on about this whole thing. But everything happens for a reason. It's what happens after that badness that we all have experienced in our lives. We grow and we become better people after that bad situation that happens. It's about looking at the positive things of life. It's not looking about the negative all the time. It's looking at the positive. And for the positive for me is, I don't want a relationship with anyone. Any gender or any person in particular. I just want to be friends with everyone. That's who I am. That's my motto, is to be friends with everyone. Because I'm a friendly person. Even though you guys don't get to see that part of me that's, that goes outside and is friendly whenever he goes out or whenever I go out. And that's because I don't want to show you every single second or every single minute of my life. Because what's important to me is that some things remain private between me and the people the human beings that are in my life that I care about deeply. And I don't want to shove a camera in their face. I don't want to do that, because that's not what this channel represents to me. This channel represents me being who I want to be in this life. I made a solemn vow. I even wrote that down in my notes in my phone. That, look, I don't want to sin again. And there are a lot of things in this life that can be sinful. And, for example, masturbating is sinful. Having sex is a sin. All of these things are sins. Even though you may not... I'm not trying to get religious or anything like that on this channel. It's just, some things are more sinful than others. And that's why I don't want to, I would prefer dying a virgin. And that's perfectly fine with me. And everyone else should know that that's just perfectly fine. We shouldn't label people just because they haven't had sex yet, or they masturbate, or any of that stuff. It upsets me that we live in a society where that's the new norm, is to watch porn and get aroused and have sex and all that stuff. And when my life comes to an end, whenever that is, it could be, 20 years down the road, 10 years down the road, 50 years down the road, however long it is, I want to be known for one thing and one thing only. And that's this. It's talking to this camera. It's talking to my friends on Facebook and out there in the real world. It's so much more than what you guys think it is. Because everything happens for a reason. And that's what you guys need to understand. And it may be upsetting, it may be saddening, it may be regretful, maybe all these things. This is just who I am. This is what I have been. It's an advocate, if you will, of better health. And I'm not saying I've ever been to a therapist. I've never been to a therapist in my life. But I know people who have been to one, and they say it's the greatest experience of their life, because they're getting rid of their feelings, and they're changing their way of life, basically, and they're getting rid of all that bad juju and all that bad karma that happened to them a long time ago or happened to them recently. And that's what you guys need to understand. It's all up here. Everything we do is in our brain, and everything we feel is in our heart. That's what you guys should take away from this video today. Just be more positive and be more uplifting and do what you want to do. I've been doing what I love for a long time now, and I can't wait to see what the next thing is or what the next opportunity I have is. This is my channel, and I'm going to do what I love on this channel, and that's talk to you guys about topics that may get dislikes and may get likes. They may add subscribers, they may remove subscribers. I know that there's a lot to offer this world, not just for me, but for every single human being out there on this planet. So have a great 2020, have a great birthday, whatever birthday you're celebrating, and just be awesome. Bye-bye.